Oompa loompa doobity doo. Do all these girls look the same to you? Oompa loompa doobity dose. Is it just us or is Arie gross?
And we're back for another recap of The Bachelor with Arie.
Yay! All right, episode 2, and Arie basically continues to be really boring.
Arie's so boring that he had to bribe a girl to be on a date with him. Like Becca K's date was essentially him being like, here's a bunch of dresses to make up for my lack of personality.
Honestly, I really like Becca K.
I do too.
She seems really kind of down to earth. She seems like someone that you could be friends with. You'd want to drink some wine with her, but
like Arie can't come.
Of course not. Like there is zero chemistry between them. So far, I haven't seen him have chemistry with anybody.
I don't know. At one point, he was standing next to a lamp, and I thought.
Okay, let's talk about Crystal, who got the second one-on-one date. I just want to say, because last week I did say that she was one of my favorites, and you got mad at me for that, and I you know what? I'm taking it back. I am issuing a formal apology on saying that Crystal was going to be a front runner.
What? I disagree. Crystal needs, they need to do subtitles for her because she's so breathy.
Yes.
I can't hear anything she says. Like at one point she came in and said something to the girls in the room and they got mad at her, but I was like, what are they mad at her for? Because all I heard was like,
you sound like the Bee Gees. All right, then we had the bumper car date, the group date, which was so cool. Or the derby date.
Yeah, the Bachelor.
Yes.
The Bachelor. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Normally they go on these dates and I'm like, oh, that looks really lame. I really want to do that.
Yes.
It looks so fun even though that one girl got concussed.
Yeah, well, yes, Brittany. But let's talk about Annalise for a minute, who had a very traumatic experience growing up as a child on the bumper cars.
Listen, I'm not trying to take away anyone's trauma. I know that some things are more traumatic for people than others. But when in the preview, they were like, oh, she had a traumatic bumper car experience. I thought she had maybe gotten out of a bumper car and got mowed down, standing there. All she did was ride bumper cars. She was like, I was on the bumper cars and people were bumping me.
But you know what? She cried. She had a moment. She did get his attention. So it kind of worked. But again, Arie has chemistry with nobody. So doesn't it even matter?
But I do want to say cheers to the editors of this episode who put together that slow motion bumper car montage where all the kids were like, ha 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 ha. That was genius. It was right out of Are You Afraid of the Dark and I loved it.
All right, one of the front runners from the group date who got the rose, I believe, was CN. And you've been a fan of CN since the first episode.
Yeah, so figures she'd crush in the Bachelor challenge.
Arie's really impressed that CN went to Yale, that she knows things.
He was like, I didn't even know a high school. Arie, you're the worst. You were the worst.
Things continue to heat up between Becca M.
Yeah, she had her first kiss. With Arie. With Arie.
We know there's going to be a little bit of controversy this season regarding her age. We don't want to make any inappropriate jokes, but I just have to say, they look inappropriate together.
Yeah, they would be one of those couples that you'd be like, daughter or date?
Yes!
We've all played daughter or date, okay? Yes. And that is what we would be wondering in this case. And then Arie would be like, I work at a dad at a Pizza Hut. And then you'd be like, well, maybe they should be together.
Okay, let's just give a shout out to probably one of the most badass contestants we've ever had, Bibiana.
I wouldn't want to be on her bad side, that's for sure.
She scares me.
Yeah. No, she's very scary. I'm glad that he kept her around because he's so boring that I'm actually rooting for drama, like you said today, Leslie. Rooting for drama this season to make up for Arie's lack of personality.
I feel like we just want Bibiana to fight someone.
Yeah, let's just make her the Bachelorette and swap the season.
Finally, we have to talk about poor little Jenny.
Do we have to talk about it?
Well, Jenny got sent home, and you kind of liked her in this episode because she was pretty funny.
I liked her because when Annalise told her bumper car story, Jenny was like, She rode bumper cars. She was as confused as we were.
But the big mistake Jenny made, which a lot of these women make, when you get sent home, especially in these early stages, just, you know, keep your head held high, give him a hug, say best of luck, and leave. You've known this man for like a week, and he's like nothing. He's awful, actually. He's so boring. She gets all bent out of shape, and the poor girl made herself look a little bit silly.
She was like, oh, I just feel bad because I was funny and sarcastic this episode, and then he sent me home. Of course he did, because he has no personality. He was probably so confused by her sarcasm, and then she was one step away from being like, why? Arie!
All right, next week on The Bachelor, I don't know, looks like another group date. The wrestling thing, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
At least the group dates look fun this season.
I wonder if the producers were like, okay, Arie's so boring that we have to like turn up the volume on these group dates.
Yeah.
Because both dates, the Bachelor date and now this Glow one, both ones I would love to be on.
There's just, you know, there's nothing about him that like I like. I've decided that.
Stop pointing in my direction.
Look at his face.
Like, look at his face. Even his face is boring.
All right, in the comments below, let us know who is getting on your nerves the most this season. For us, it's definitely
It's
Arie.
Like, I was gonna say, leave a comment and tell us what you'd rather do than go on a date with Arie. But yours is better. Yours is better. So
you can
yeah.
have that too. But who's getting on your nerves?
And just for leaving a comment, you've got a chance to win a prize pack from Layer Cake and tickets to our awesome Bachelor finale party that will be more fun than the actual Bachelor, we promise.
Peter, I know. Like this season, it should have been you. We all know that. I mean, it was such a poor choice with Arie. So, Peter, will you accept this rose? Oh, you will? Okay.
Leslie, what are you doing?
Nothing. You want to start?